Some patients requesting breast enlargement surgery have no desire to use silicone implants. The only way left to augment breasts without silicone implants is using the Lipivage technique. The Lipivage technique is essentially a more refined version of fat injection. For breast augmentation surgery using the Lipivage technique, the patient's examination findings must first be suitable for this method. What do we seek in the examination results? What do we hope for? What should be present? In order to perform breast augmentation surgery using the Lipivage technique, there must be a sufficient amount of fat tissue in the patient's body that we can extract. I am saying, for example, that it is very difficult to obtain enough fatty tissue from a patient who is 1 meter 60 centimeters tall and weighs 50 kilograms using the Lipivage technique. I doubt that is possible. Therefore, we need to have enough excess fatty tissue of the highest quality we can obtain in order to use the Lipivage technique. In the Lipivage technique, we enrich this fat tissue we obtained with stem cells and inject it into the breast area, aiming to increase its permanence. It's as if they are using a silicone prosthesis in a single session with the Lipivage technique. Achieving a clear result may not always be possible. A little more. Those who wish to enlarge their bodies might be appropriate candidates for this technique. But in repeated applications, let's say we now performed fat injection with a Lipivage technique. After about 6 months, we had the second session, and 6 months later, the third session. We can get results even better than silicone implants. Because with the Lipivage fat injection method that we apply, we anticipate that approximately 50% of the fat we inject will remain permanent, and we strive for that. Therefore, since 50% of the fat we inject will remain in the breast area, we can achieve the beautiful, full and natural breast we desire. We can achieve that. Certainly here, the wishes of the patient are crucial. Some patients might be extremely satisfied with the outcome from a single session, while others, as I mentioned, may need intervention with a second or third, meaning repeated sessions. We may have to intervene. I want you to know this, especially at this point. The use of silicone implants is the gold standard for breast augmentation surgery. But if you prefer not to use silicone implants, please understand that there are still solutions available to you. We can offer you an option for solving this, and that option is the Lipivage method. Therefore, with the Lipivage method, we can still achieve growth in your breasts. In cases where patients want a lot of growth, it is inevitable to perform repeated treatments.